So my name is Lara Padilla. I'm a multidisciplinary artist, and I use paint, sculpture, dance, performance, and fashion to work. I also work with the human body and the movement, and I get inspired on the African and pre-Columbian art. And well, I love to try new canvases and textures, and I really enjoy my art. I will describe myself like a multidisciplinary artist, hard worker with really personal style, expressionist. I used to work with several pieces at the same time. For me, is more easy because while one is has to wait, and I can do another one, and I work first like 4 layers. I do different textures, and that's have to stay at least one day, and then I can paint on top. So I have to wait. That's why I work with several pieces at a time. Yeah, for me, it's kind of the same, because the only thing that I change is the canvas. Instead of canvas, I use a jacket or I do performance. It makes me feel more free, that I can use different languages to express myself. Yeah, it's like kind of the same. It's enriching my work. For instance, I do actions on the streets, and I record those actions, and then I can share with the world. I can share in social media, so it makes me easier to share my work, and is a way to have this work forever, so it's really also it's interesting, another way to keep your work. Well, for me, what I do, the first layers are really free, and there is where I use so many colors. I just play, I do any color, whatever I want, different textures. I play with pigments also. After this, depending what I feel about this atmosphere that I create, I do a composition, and I create another scene. But with right now, I feel like I'm reducing the palette, and I'm doing less pop colors. So I'm changing, depending how I feel. Yes, well, I would love to try like sculptures with wood, because I do a sculpture, but with clay. And yeah, I would love to try with wood. Also, xylography, I like it. Encaustic, which is with fire. All this, I feel like it's really attractive. I will show you this piece. I really like this piece. Is new, and it talks about the criticisms as like don't hear evil. It's like inspiring the wise monkeys. It is like here speak, talk no evil. Well, it's really like fresh and raw, and it's not beautiful. It's kind of different what I was doing, and it makes me feel that I'm growing. Also, I really like this piece. Is the series of Tetris that I do, but it's the last version of the Tetris, which is like a puzzle of bodies, naked bodies, but in this case it's more abstract, and I like that combines different textures, line, flat colors. The palette is reduced, it's less colorful, but still. Well, it's the new things that I was doing. You can see like different like textures, lines. It's interesting. Yeah, I would love to do that. I'm represented by a gallery in New York City with just clothes. Well, this is mine too. And they do, we are like visual artists and we paint on clothes. It's really, it's really fun and I really love it. And there she do like, because the owner is Patricia Phil, she worked for the TV show Sex on the City, and she works on movies. So she do things like runways and everything. But I would love to do a collaboration with a brand because I feel like build a brand by myself is gonna take me a lot of time, and I would like to use my time painting on my canvas collaborate with a brand with someone that already made it is I think it's better and they can print the my art instead of do hand painted, which is really takes me a lot of time to do one piece. So it's kind of I prefer to do it like this. So I collaborate with different brands. Yes. Well, I think that right now we have a voice that we build new image of a woman, but still thinking that we have so many work to do. I do feel powerful. I feel strong, but still hearing some comments like um, someone that I know, he made a comment like, "Oh yeah, you paint good for being a woman." It's like what? It's still young people thinking like this. So of course we don't have the work done. So yeah, I think we have to be work on this on the beliefs and also still seeing few names of women on our galleries. Just always are more guys. Mhm. Well, I do like this because for me, I get inspired by my life. I'm a woman, and that's what I know. So basically, it's because of this, and I see the life through eyes of a woman. That's why always it's gonna be related to this topic, and also helps me to remind myself that I'm strong because sometimes I forgot you have so many inputs in life and you compare yourself. It's good to have something for me is art to remind you that yes, you're talented, you're strong, you're capable, you're brave. And for me, that's why art is kind of therapy helps me a lot to do this. Well, I did one exhibition that was in a gallery in Madrid and it was so big that was a challenge, a big challenge, because never did like a show with a big space that big. And that's why for me was the more uh, impression. But also the one that I'm gonna do in June, I'm gonna do a solo show in Barcelona. Is not happened yet, but I can feel that it's gonna be the more impressive because it's like a big challenge. Yeah, I used to work individually and I like it because here in my studio I have my space. I can feel myself. I do whatever I want, but also I miss the feeling of sharing your art with someone and learning about this person the other talents. So that's why I work with performance. I work with dancers, movement as another language, and it's very enriching to me. Helps me to see life through other eyes, new techniques, new languages, and it's really inspired. Well, Madrid for me is like home, and I feel safe. I feel like it's a small city and more traditional. Miami, I think in Miami as super fun, sun, the ocean, very mixed cultures. You can learn a lot for other people and other cultures, and I really love that. So many events. And for New York, the feeling is like sometimes it's scary because it's super big city and you can learn how to survive there is like a challenge, but it's so many things going on. Really talented people there. So all of them have really nice things. Well, I would love them to enjoy my art. That's the first things I would love to for them, and also makes them feel something. Because as I told you, we live like in automatic state. We don't stop. And if my art comes, someone stop. Just look this piece and ask some questions, or just create a dialogue. That's great. Also, if they makes feel like a little bit like frustrated, because sometimes when I do walls on the street, people get mad because it's like, no, because I'm seeing a naked body, I don't want to see this. It's like, well, why you don't want to see this? Maybe you have to ask yourself why you believe in this, or I don't know. I think it's like interesting to create a dialogue. Well, for me, I'm gonna right now I'm focused on the solo show in Barcelona in Three Punts Gallery. It's a gallery that I work with them, and I'm really excited about this project. It's like a big thing for me. So this is in June, and then I'm excited about to be part of Shanghai project. It's like really exciting to be in this exhibition, one of the most iconic city of in China, and also keep growing, keep working on myself as an artist and as a person.